Sometimes when sewing, you have to mark your fabric in order to construct your garments properly. So today, we're going to talk about fabric marking pens. Hi, I'm Nye with Ellie and Mac. Let's go have a chat. The first fabric marking product I'm going to talk to you about are the Ibati Heat Erase pens. These retail for $15.99 on Amazon. Do I like these? Yes, I do. Do they mark fabric well? Yes, they do. Does it erase with heat? Yes, they do. Do they have a downside? Yes, they do. Okay, they come in this really nifty little case. I really like that I said nifty again, but they come like this, and you get actually 4 of these pens with pink or magenta and black and blue. So you have lots of refillables. The only problem with these pens is that one, they look almost identical to the dollar store ink pen. So if you buy those pens, you are very likely to mix them up with those pens. Another downside is that the white doesn't actually mark well on dark fabrics, which was the #1 reason why I purchased these, because marking on dark fabrics can be very, very difficult. The white is not very helpful. I thought that I would be able to mark my black fabrics with it. Sadly, I was not. Another downside to these pens, and probably a lot of different pens, is that they don't work on textured fabric, textured knits. It tends to stretch the fabric and puts the mark where you don't want the mark, and that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? So, what I would say about these pens is that they are a fabulous alternative to chalk or whatever you have hanging around the house. If you have woven fabrics, if you have light woven fabrics and you're making dresses or pants or whatever, these are a really good option, and it comes out. So you can just press it right off, and then you have no markings left behind. If I had to score these out of 5, I would say that these are a 4.5 out of 5. They work really well. They do what they say they're going to do, with the exception of the white pen. Yikes. They're still a pretty good product. And you get plenty of free refills in here. The next product I'm going to talk to you about are the Sewing Mark chalk pens. These retail for $4.49 on Amazon. Am I a big fan of these chalk pens? No. Do you want to know why I'm not a fan of these chalk pens? Because they're not chalk. First of all, Edward Scissorhands is all I can do with these pens. They're not chalk. They're actually crayons. They're grease crayons. And I don't have a naughty spot because we're outside and my kids are hogging my house with their homeschooling. So this is what we're going to do. Since I don't have a naughty spot, I'm just going to drop these bad boys on the floor like a mic. Boom. Naughty spot. The next product I have for you is the Dressmaker's Marking Pencil. This retails for $2.49 online at Hobby Lobby. Now, the sad thing about these is that you can literally find them anywhere, but Hobby Lobby has sold out. Fail. Anywho, this is actually one that I've had for quite a while, and I really, really like this pencil. I can mark knits, I can mark dark fabrics. It's not going to stain my fabrics. I can take it off with this little brush, which I'll be honest with you, I never use, because really, this is ridiculous. This is just a waste of plastic, people, come on. But that's what they expect you to do, right? And then scribble on your little fabric with this little brush here. I mean, I could use this to do my eyebrows. I probably shouldn't have done that. Makeup gurus, don't come for me. Okay? But this is really good. You sharpen it. Sometimes I'll dip it in a little bit of water to soften it up and mark my fabric and go to town. This is a fabulous little pencil. It's only $2.49. You can probably pick this up at your local Hobby Lobby since you can't get it online. It comes in blue, pink, and white. This simple little $2.49 item is gonna get a 5 out of 5 because it does what it says. It's super affordable and Nye likes it. 5 out of 5. Bam. The next product I'm gonna show you is the Wright's Water Soluble Pen. This pen retails for $5.86 on Amazon. I really like that I can mark on my fabrics and just basically pat the fabric with a little bit of a damp cloth. and it will basically be gone. So if you have to mark all over the place, this is your pen. This is going to work for you, except if you have dark fabric. This will not mark dark fabric, y'all. I don't know what is going on in the sewing world. Somebody has to invent something that will mark on my dark fabrics because a girl loves black. This is still, it's still a pretty good tool if you're marking on wovens or knits. As long as they're light, this is going to get you going, y'all. So this right here is going to get a 4.5 out of 5, and the reason being is only because it does not mark on dark fabrics. Again, it's $5.86 on Amazon. This could be one of your besties, although it's not going to be your bestie number 1 star bestie. It's going to be your 4.5 star bestie. All right. I have given you lots of options for marking your fabric. There are many, many more. I'm going to show you some that you might just have lying around the house. I have children, therefore I Crayola. Crayola markers are washable. They come out of your fabric. Now, if you're buying fabric that's like $60 a yard, I pray you buy a pen that's made for marking fabrics instead of listening to Nye and using the Crayolas. Crayola can be found on sale right now too, because guess what? All the school supplies are on sale. And I have one more thing, another thing that you can use that's in the school supplies right now that are on sale. I mean, a box of Crayolas right now is like 90 cents. I love a sale. This little tiny piece of chalk. This is a piece of chalk that I also got in the school section. You basically can crack that bad boy in half, and now you have a sharp place to mark your fabrics with. This will mark dark fabrics, light fabrics, knits, you name it, and it will wash out, y'all. This is everything. And you can get a box of chalk for 25 cents almost anywhere right now with school supplies on clearance. Run, go get ya, run. Okay, that wasn't really me running, but run, go get you some. It's a simple bar of soap. You can use this bar of soap to mark your fabric if you're in a pinch. Now, I would not use a soap that has moisturizers or lotions in it because it's going to leave grease on your fabric. What I would do is slice a little piece off a simple plain bar of soap, maybe an ivory bar of soap, and use that to mark your fabric. Super cheap. You probably have it already lying around the house. These are a couple of Sharpies. I would not recommend marking your patterns with these unless you're making a muslin. These are my best friends when I'm making my muslins because I want to see it. I don't want it to smudge. I don't want it to go anywhere. The only thing about a Sharpie is that, let me tell you something, it's not coming out, okay? So don't say, Nye told me to mark my fabric. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, folks and peoples and humans. I didn't tell you that. I said use these for your muslins. Do not use these on your final projects. However, they are extremely useful for marking your muslins. I have a regular pen. If I have to mark inside my seam allowances, this pen is just fine. Sometimes I'll take a little cotton ball with a little bit of alcohol on it, dab it, and the pen comes right out. Bam. Go. If I showed you anything, you got a whole bunch of options there. I hope that one of these is something that you love. I hope you're having a fabulous week. I hope you come back next week for more reviews, and I hope that you have a lovely Tuesday. Bye.